What's up, Ranger Nation? It's your boy JB, and I am here this morning with a new episode of Power Rangers Beast Morphers. This is episode number 11, and it's titled Intruder Alert. Intruder Alert. Intruder Alert. That reminds me of Batman and Robin when Alicia Silverstone's character Barbara found the Batcave, and Alfred's voice kept saying Intruder Alert. I just aged myself. But without further ado, Ranger Nation, let's get into this episode review, shall we? All right, you guys. So this episode, it started out with the Rangers. They are at Grid Battle Force, and they have gotten this message from deep space, and I'm guessing it came in a few days prior. And Nate has been able to decode the message. So the message is telling them that there's this alien named Ryjack that is coming to Earth because he's trying to steal Ranger memorabilia, and he's going to try to go into the Ranger Vault and steal stuff. You guys remember, we saw the Ranger Vault last week's episode when we saw the split emitters, we saw the Mystic Morphers, we saw the Thundermix Blaster, we saw some of the RPM Morphers. Man, I would love to go in that vault, honestly. There's two items from the Ranger Vault that I really want. That is an Astromorpher and a Transmorpher from Lost Galaxy and In Space. Because those are my two favorite seasons, and I actually had those as a kid, but I think my brothers took them. I think my brothers took my Morphers. So, like I said, Ryjacks coming to Earth to go in the Ranger Vault, take stuff from the vault. So now they have to find a way to protect it. And Ben and Betty said, we're on the case. And Commander Shaw says, okay, if you guys are on the case, I'm gonna let you guys have it, but let me know what you find. So then the Rangers also get a notification that there is an alien that is stealing Morphex energy from one of the towers. So the Rangers are like, okay, we'll go and stop it, because they are under the impression that it's Ryjack. So they do get to the tower, and there is an alien robot that's there stealing Morphex energy in what looks like a mask or of some sort. So the Rangers try to stop him, and he puts his hand up to them, and he's when he speaks, it's not English, it's like an alien language. Steele asks Nate, does he understand him? And Nate says, I don't speak alien, Steele. He says, you don't? You gotta love Steele. But so the Rangers, they stop him, but he leaves behind his little mask, and the alien looks like the last suit that Ryan still had in VR Troopers. Now I don't know if this suit is before Ryan Steele or if it's after Ryan Steele's final suit, the blue one. You guys let me know in the comments, because I don't really know too much about the Sentai counterpart that VR Troopers was made off of. So let me know in the comment section below. Let's move on. All right, you guys, now over in the cyber dimension, Evox. You guys remember Evox and Mayor Daniels, they were just split in last week's episode. So Evox is telling Scrozzle that he needs more Morph-X energy. That time that he was pretending to be the mayor, that human DNA has really drained him. And then Ryjack shows up saying that he wants to go to Grid Battle Force and steal some of the Ranger, arsenal from the past. Okay. And they say, okay, we'll help you, but you gotta help us. And what they want for him to do is they want for him to destroy the Grid Battle Force Rangers, and they also need to get more Morph-X energy for Evox. So we find out also that, Ryjax has created, he can recreate things. He's recreated a Vargoyle. This time he's in all gold, which I actually love that, all gold. But he has this thing around his neck where Ryjack is actually controlling him. So he's under Ryjack's control. He's actually Ryjack's servant. So I'm gonna toss this in. It doesn't really 100% go with the story, but it kind of does. This scene with Ben and Betty, where they were at Grid Battle Force and they were setting up an intruder, an alarm system that would let them know when someone is trying to break into the vault. Unfortunately, they got themselves caught up in the trap. They were trying to get out of the vault, but Ben sneezed and hit one of the the actually it's kind of, if you guys are, if you I feel like I'm about to age myself. If you guys are familiar with the Home Alone movies, it's like one of those traps that he used to Kevin and the in Home Alone 3, the boy's name was Alex. More specifically, Alex in Home Alone 3. He had something like, he had a trap set up just like that, where if they tripped over the string, actually it was like that in Home Alone 1 and 2. There were scenes where if they tripped over something, it would have a chain reaction of something. So unfortunately, Ben and Betty got caught in their own trap. But let us move on, shall we? All right, you guys. So you remember the alien that the Rangers think is Ryjack. He returns to the vault, and he's trying to get the thing that he left behind earlier. So Nate tells the others that the silent alarm went off. So they go to the vault. They find him. They stop him once again, and this time they're going to put him in a detainment center. So then they get a call from Commander Shaw letting them know that more alien DNA has been found. So the Rangers are going to intercept that alien DNA that that the commander sent on them about. And then when they get there, they actually see that this is Ryjack, and they also see Vargoyle as well. So they get ready to battle with Vargoyle and with Ryjack. And Ryjack says, "Let me invite some friends along," and he materializes the Putty Patrollers. Man, Rita's putties. Well, actually, Finster's putties, because Finster is the one that made them from clay, and then the Vivics from Power Rangers Dino Charge. Man, I was actually in my bed watching this episode today, and I actually was live tweeting as well. That's something that I want to get more into. Live tweeting with Ranger Nation. I feel like I've slacked on that with Ranger Nation is live tweeting, so I am back to live tweeting. But man, what really sparked my interest was when I saw the freaking Putty Patrollers. Like, man, the putties? Are you serious? The putties. Oh God, I was like a little kid in the candy store seeing the putties. I was happy to see the Vivics, but man, the putties. I would have really freaked out if it was Zed's putties. Like, man, I would have really freaked out for Zed's putties, because they would have been easy to defeat. Go for the Z. And this is going to be a rhetorical question. Seeing the fact that Ryjax is the one who brought back the putties and the Venjix, will Ryjax also be the one who brings back? I think I saw Sledge, and I know I saw in the new version of Goldar. Rhetorical question, so I don't want to answer to that. I really don't. Just no answer, just rhetorical. I wonder. So the Rangers start to battle with the Vivics and the putties, and Ryjax and Vargoyle as well. So they're getting the best of the putties and the Vivics, but Ryjack is not that easy of a foe, because he blasts Zoe and Ravi, and they get them back to Grid Battle Force, and wow, that's their fate. It's like they have some kind of infectious disease, and it was just, the graphics of that was actually really cool. It kind of made my skin crawl just a little bit, but it was still really cool. Loved it. Don't want to pause here. We'll pause here. All right, you guys, and then let's just wrap up the episode. So the others, they get, like I said, they take Ravi and Zoe back to Grid Battle Force, and Devin is only ones that's left now is Devin, Nate, and Steel, and they remember the alien that is in the detainment cell. So they were like, okay, why don't we go talk to him? So they go talk to him, but Commander Shaw tells them to be weary of him, which, because we still don't know who he is, and he was stealing Morphex energy. So they take the little thing that he was using, when he was draining the Morphex energy from. They give it to him because in the cell it looked like he is, kind of depleting. His energy is depleting. So he puts the thing up to his face, and it re-energizes him. So he, once he gets re-energized, he changes his radio dial to speak English, and he lets the Rangers know his name is Captain Chaku, and he's an intergalactic police officer, which is pretty cool. I would love to see I would love to see VR Troopers return in some way, shape, or form. And I think that, with that whole scenario of an intergalactic police officer, I think that would be a great way to create a new series for that. Will it happen? Don't know. But it would be a great way to make a spinoff of it. Like, I even felt that way with empowering just was it Super Ninja Steel or was it Ninja Steel when Sheriff Skyfire came in? I felt same way about that. So, it would be cool if they could make a spinoff with VR Troopers. If not, I ain't tripping, because VR Troopers is on Netflix, and I watch it religiously. When I get through with Power Rangers, I watch VR Troopers. When I get through with VR Troopers, I go to Beetleborgs. All right. So, they they tell him what happened with Zoe and Ravi, and he tells them, they probably won't survive, but they go to where Ravi and Zoe is. He has something that he feels might help, but he doesn't know if it would help a human, so he tries it, and then later in the episode, Nate is telling them that Zoe and Ravi are improving. So then over in the cyber dimension, Skrull has revived once again Blaze and Roxy, and they ask what have they missed since they've been gone. Hey, you've missed Ryjack, and hey, look, Vargol is back. So then Ryjack, he since he feels like he's taking out 2 Rangers, he wants to get to Great Battle Force, but Evos tells them all in due time, and he's telling them what the plan is. So what the plan is now is for them to send Vargoyle back in to fight the Rangers, and also to send in a Giga Drone to go to one of the towers and steal some of the Morphex energy. So, the Rangers are informed of that, what's going on, that, Vargoyle is back, and there's a Giga Drone that's, approaching. So Commander Shaw tells Nate and Steele, you guys go and handle the Giga Drone. Devin, you go take care of Vargoyle. So Devin and Chaku, they go take care of Vargoyle, and they defeat him. And then Nate and Steele, they defeat the Giga Drone in the sky. So then at the end of the episode, everyone is apologetic to Captain Chaku for jumping to conclusions, assuming that he was Ryjack. He's like, it's all good, no harm, no foul. And, we're going to have to wrap this up with Ben and Betty. So Ben and Betty, you guys remember, they were in charge of making an alarm system that will stop Ryjack from getting to the vault. Well, they did come up with a system, but it only worked for those 2 because they had this little badge on, and anyone who doesn't have on said badge, the alarm system will trip them up, and it tripped up everybody else except for them. But you guys, it was a good episode. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button so you guys are aware when I drop anything else. Share this video, and until the next one, Ranger Nation, I will see you guys later. Actually, I will see you guys later today, because today is Hasbro PulseCon Day for Power Rangers. We have the prehistoric announcement. They're going to talk about the toy line. So everything that happens today, we're going to discuss it later this afternoon. So until then, guys, stay safe, take care of yourselves, stay hydrated, stay warm or cool, whatever the weather is in your area. And until later today, you guys, I will see you guys later. Bye.